Welcome to a very sunny, beautiful day at Weybourne on the North Norfolk coast. It's now about, exactly 3 o'clock in the afternoon, about 4 hours from high tide, and it's the 28th of February, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day. And I don't know if I just had a bite there. First casts are in the water. Usual 3-hook clip down size 2 hooks on one rod. On the other one, instead of having a dongle rod or a pulley panel, I've got another 3-hook clip down, but slightly different because top 2 hooks are size 2, the bottom hook is a size 2.0, and what they are, they're with Gemini clip down booms. So they've got these little wire booms which have got a hook on them as well, not a hook but a catch on them like a I've forgotten what you call it. Anyway, like the little swivel that you use with the catcher. I can't think what you call them. Anyway, that's got those down, so you can clip them down like you would a normal clip down, but when they release, the little booms spring out sideways, so it's like a sort of a paternoster rig, but clip down. I still can't think what those damn things. Cascade swivels, that's right. They got a little hook on, a little catch on them like a cascade swivel. I'll put a photograph of one up when I actually do the video. So that's what I got on. Got 3 lugworm on the ordinary 3-hook clip down, and on the boom one I've got lugworm on the top 2, and I've got a lump of bluey on the bigger 2.0 hook, just for by way of a change. So, because being February, there's probably very little about. Hopefully a few dabs, maybe a whiting, but there's been very few whiting about this winter, which has been disappointing because I quite like a whiting, deep fry it with some chips. A lot of people make them into fish cakes, but I prefer the bigger ones, just fillet them, batter them and deep fry them. Lovely like that. But anyway, both rods are out. Look, I'm going to have to go and have a bit of a watch on the left-hand rod, because I don't think that's waves because it's near enough a flat sea. But better go and just have a watch of them, I think. There's definitely a bite on there. But the brim braided line, that does make the bite seem better than it would do if you had mono on, because it doesn't stretch like the mono does. The other rod is twitching now, so maybe I'm going to have to get them in. Ooh. There, right, okay, so avoided the blank, one little dab on the bottom hook. Right, so we'll get him unhooked. Right, one little dab. Right, let's rebait and get that rod out again. Right, put these in there before I lose them. Today's baits are 50 fresh lugworm, and then in here I've got some frozen black lug, and in here I've got some pieces of bluey already baited up, you know, tied up with the elastic, all ready to go, and then there's some bits of squid and that there as well. So got enough odds and sods of bait, so hopefully we'll get more fish. Got that one that's in the bucket here. Can't really see it, but I'll show you that is there. Okay, another little dab. I better get this one hooked a bit easier. There we go. One little dab. Put him in the bucket with the other one. Right, 2 fish. Let's get rebaited. I must have a cup of tea. I haven't had one yet. It's 4:15. Disaster. I had that one good bite just then, but nothing to follow it up, so I'll leave it and see what happens. No further bites on that left-hand rod. Don't know how well you can see this, but looks like there might be a match on it, culling up there. There's loads of, looks like loads of fishermen there, loads of beach shelters and that up, so must be a match on, I assume. Good luck to them. I bet they have better luck than I have, because I'd be hopeless if I was a match fisherman. Being here, what, hour and a half, something like that, I think, and 2 dabs. So I don't think I'd win anything if I was in their match. playing around with my drone. Didn't notice any bites because, like I say, I was playing around with my little drone and reeled it in because I thought it was time for a bait change, and had found out I had 2 little dabs on. Still a lovely afternoon, no clouds about. Starting to get a bit chilly now, hence the hat. Had 5 dabs so far, but it does seem to have quietened off now. My biggest problem, I think, I'm going to have to move shortly, I think, because it's spring tide tonight, and I don't think I'm quite far enough up back on the beach. I think the tide will wash me out because it's got another 2 hours till high tide, and it isn't very far in front of me now, so I'll give it a little bit longer and see how it goes. But I'm fairly certain I'm going to have to move everything back up the shingle bank a bit more. Whether I'll bother to put the beach shelter up or not, I don't know, but probably it'll probably be just easier to just pull it up and just pull the whole thing back. But I'll give that half an hour and just see how far the water gets. But 5 dabs, hasn't been anything special. All very, very small ones. I suppose the biggest one maybe just cover more than my hand, but not a lot more than that. So still been a lovely afternoon though, and a caught fish. Haven't blanked, so what's not to like? You don't get many days like this this time of year. Decided to move everything back. I thought I don't want to take the risk of all of a sudden that move in a hurry and something getting washed away. So that's always hard work though, up and down this shingle. But rods are closer to me now, so I ain't got to have to walk. That's one thing. Be interesting to see exactly how far this tide does come up. It's supposed to be, I think, nearly a 17-foot tide, which is big for around here, which is obviously, you know, spring tide. So interesting to see whether it brings in anything more than dabs. Doesn't seem to have done yet anyway, and I haven't noticed a bite for half an hour or so now either, or any sort of movement on the rod, apart from when you get a big wave that just pulls the tip of the rod down, but that's just the waves. So a bit quiet at the moment, so I'll finish my cup of tea and that'll be that. Come on fish, come on, let's have a whiting. I'd love to have a whiting. Crazy thing to say, I know, but they seem to have been few and far between. If you watched any of my other videos, I don't think there's been much in the way of whiting. Certainly not the last one I put up in January. Where did I go? Dunwich, I think I was. And I don't know, no, I didn't even have one. I just had 4 dabs, that's all I had there. Well, I've eaten that today because I've had 5. But if I was on a match, I don't think any of them were big enough to actually count. So I'd have blanked in effect in a match. But as I only fish for fun, that doesn't really matter. I've caught fish. And it's enjoyable, if hard work. Be interesting to see what happens when it gets dark, whether whether anything improves. I might change the rig and put I've got a rig here that's got some floating beads on it, and I did read somewhere that there are particular colours that fish will notice in the dark rather than others. So I might just stick it on. If I aren't getting anything on these 3 hook clip downs I've got, then I'll stick that on and see what we got, and try it on fish baits that I've got, and could try it on obviously lugworm as well. But I think it's sort of time to get these in again. I lose track of the time. nearly 5:15. I can't remember when it was I put them out, but it seemed like a few minutes ago now. So let's get them in, see what we got, if anything. It doesn't look like there's anything this time. No, nothing on that. Had nothing at all on the fish baits. I thought they might tempt a whiting. No. But the night is young, we never know, we might get one here. Or something better. I wonder how they're getting on in their match. I wonder if they're having any better luck than I am. A lot of these washed up along the shore. I presume they're egg cases for something. I don't know what. Don't know if I can bring it any closer. But it definitely doesn't feel like a vegetation at all. Definitely feels more sort of solid than that. So does anyone know what they're the egg cases for? Oh, well, 2 more dabs. Amazing. There's one. Got it. So again, 2 dabs, not very big ones, but well, more the same. So that's 8 now, I think. Put them in the bucket. Right, rebait, get them out again. Getting down to some of the smaller worms now. Now, there weren't very many really big ones, but I don't think you do so much this time of year. So I'll use up some more, if I have them, strips of squid. 1, 2, I think that's it. Yep, it's just fish baits left in there. Okay, 6:45, so it should be about high tide now. I had 8 dabs so far. It's getting cold. It's about 4 or 5 degrees, I think. So I'm going to eat my tea. Oh, hot, hot, hot. I've got, I don't know, one more bait up in the lugworm. I've got some bits of fish I might use up on one of the rigs, and I have got some black lug, but I really don't like black lug, and I've had 8 dabs so far, not anything recently, so I think what I'll do is I'll eat this. Get the time I've eaten this, that'll be time to get the rods in again, I would think. So I'll get them in, rebait them, and that may be last cast. Well, we'll let us see how it goes, but had 8 dabs, I'm quite happy with that. So I'll finish my tea and have a rebait and then see what we do from there. Okay, so dab number 9, just hooked. See, in the foul hooked really, and that was trying to get on that piece of bluey on a size 2.0 hook, which I think was a bit too big for him. But anyway, I'm going to chuck this back. I'm going to rebait each rig once more, and they will be my last cast. I think that's about par for the course today. I think they're still fishing at that match up there. There's lots of lights and what have you, so I think they've got a match on up there. And if they're catching a lot like this, there aren't going to be many points for fish caught tonight. But anyway, let me get this back and I'll get this out again. Okay, last caster in. Decided to call it quits. I'd used up all my lugworm, used up my fish baits. Have got a few black lug left, but it's now decided to get quite foggy here, so I'd rather get home, because if that's going to be like that, I'm probably only just right on the coast here, but if that's going inland, I hate driving in the fog. That's terrible, hate it. But anyway, last cast, last fish, best fish of the day, look. Whoa, 1 pouting. Right. So let's get him back. Cool, just nice in the lip. Right, so that's it, folks. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this and you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you'll get a notification when the next video goes up. And also, don't forget, if you did like it, because apparently it means makes the videos more visible to more people, give it a thumbs up. That'd be really nice of you. So until next time, from Weybourne, in the dark, in the mist, good night. Forgot to tell you what we caught in the end. 10 dabs, 1 pouting. Good night.